Maryland assistant basketball coach Dustin Clark joins us here on Big Board Sports. Good morning, Coach Clark. Rodger Wyland in Albany, the home of Kevin Huerter. How are you?
Top of the morning, fellas. How are y'all?
We're good, man. And you must be thrilled to have Kevin making that commitment to come to Maryland to play basketball.
Yeah, I would just like to get him on campus. Heck, he's on this world tour, so wish he'd finish messing around and get to campus for us.
Hey, are you the guy that spent a lot of time recruiting Kevin Huerter?
The way we do things in Maryland is it's a team effort. But we all do kind of have to take a lead role in coordinating the recruitment. And I was fortunate enough to, be the first guy on our staff to see Kevin. But you know what? Actually, Cliff Warren was up there at Siena a few years ago as an assistant coach. So he obviously knew Tom, through doing the radio stuff. But, like I said, it's a group effort, but I was one of the first ones to go out and see him, and so kind of coordinated it.
Well, Coach, let's start with the most recent Kevin Huerter headline, and that is he makes the U18 national team. Tell our listeners how big of a deal that is.
It's huge. You say that, I get goosebumps right now talking about it, because the image of him in his USA jersey kind of popped into my mind. And, are you kidding me, to be able to wear those three letters across your chest? I don't care if it's tiddlywinks or basketball. That's a big deal. And, when you look at the guys that went out, that were invited to the camp out there, the initial camp, and then you look at the guys that made the cut, it's the best of the best that, in that age group that our country has to offer. So I was just really excited for him to even be invited and be out in Colorado Springs at the, United States Olympic Training Facility. Just wanted him to go out there and have fun and compete. And so, he makes the first cut and then gets invited to Houston for the final training camp. And then, he took care of business and obviously played really well and impressed the committee. And, what a lot of people, some people might know that Coach Turgeon is on the coaching staff. He's one of the assistants. Shaka Smart's the head coach at Texas, and Kevin Ollie at UConn, and Coach Turgeon, they're the two assistants to Shaka. But those guys don't select the team. It's a committee. It's the United States basketball has a committee that selects the team. And so, for Kevin to do what he did and impress that committee, we were really, really, really proud of him.
And then you throw in, Coach, that you mentioned Turgeon's on that staff with Team USA, so he will get a chance, right out of the gate here to work with Kevin a little bit, and that's got to be a little jump start to what will come in a few months.
No doubt. It's it is great for Coach to be able to be around Kevin and work with him and coach him a little bit. But they're so singularly minded right now on going down there and winning the gold medal. Because what's at stake here, guys, is this is I don't know the official word, but it's the America's championship. So it's North and South America, and then the first, the gold and silver medalists qualify for next year's World Championships. And so there's a ton on the line. And so they're not going to be talking much about Maryland or working on anything Maryland. They're going to be trying to bring a gold medal home. But it is good for Coach and Kevin to be around each other. We do miss Kevin on campus. We do have most of our guys here, and we're doing weight workouts and we're doing on-court workouts. And, of course, Kevin's missing those. But so this was an opportunity he couldn't pass up, and we're glad he's there, and he'll catch up in the fall. He did a great job. He's put on, since last time you and I talked, he's put on 15 pounds. And so he was playing baseball, winning the state championship baseball. How good was that? And then he was also doing some work in the weight room to try to get ready for his transition. So he's had a lot on his plate, and we do miss him at Maryland, but so thrilled for him, and wouldn't have it any other way. Glad he's going to Chile to represent our country.
Dustin Brady here. What do you see his role being at Maryland next year? Obviously, it's far too early, but you guys got to the Sweet 16, had a real good squad last year. What do you see Kevin being able to do here in year one?
Kind of, you kind of said it. It's early. It's to be determined. We got 6 new guys. We have 5 incoming freshmen and one graduate transfer. Kevin's obviously one of the 6 new guys, and we lost 4 starters. So we're going to be a totally different team. But we're excited because we think our pieces fit, and we think we have a chance, to be good. But Kevin's role is to be determined. It depends. But what we've been impressed, with Kevin through, and Kevin was with us here for a few weeks at Maryland, in between the training camp in Colorado Springs and then the final cut in Houston. Kevin was with us, and we did get to work with him. And heck, the other thing, say about Kevin since last time I talked back in the fall, he's grown almost 3 inches. We originally, when we recruited him, we loved his versatility, with some of the different things he could do on the court. Well, then now he has 3 inches, so that just adds to that versatility. So I don't know. We're going to expect him to make shots for us. We're going to expect him, to play with the ball in his hands. We think he's a really good decision maker. We're obviously going to expect him to defend. I don't know. I don't know what his role is going to be, but I do know that we expect him to play a big role in the success that we should have.
Well, Coach, you got a good one. There's no doubt. Great family, great young man, and we'll be showing a lot of Maryland highlights up here when hopefully Kevin running the show and making some threes for you. But congrats on everything. Have a great season. I'm sure we'll be in touch. But thanks for coming on Big Board Sports.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? I hear there's a movement, there locally to have him come back to Shin and play football and try to, win a football state championship too. So if you guys can quiet that talk down, we need him at Xfinity Center doing his thing on the court. No, we're excited, guys. We're excited. Hopefully, we'll get a lot of new Maryland fans up there because of Kevin and his family. And I know that his success, to this point in his career and his life, is directly because of the support he gets from where he's from. And, that community up there is so cool. It's tight-knit. I enjoy being there. So thanks from Maryland for what y'all's community has done for Kevin.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate a few minutes. We'll talk down the road.
All right, fellas.